Hi students, now let us continue with third chapter. Last video we discussed about a simple machine lever. Next simple machine which you have to study is pulley. You know pulley is a metallic disc having a groove on its rim and it can be rotated around an axis. While it works, it rotates around axis. Axis means an imaginary line passing through this turning point that is known as axis of rotation. Okay. Then in your syllabus you have to study about three type of pulley systems. First one, single fixed pulley, then single movable pulley, and third one is block and tackle pulley system. First we will discuss about single fixed pulley. What is its utility? What is its MA, VR? These things we will see now. Here the diagram of a single fixed pulley is shown and how to use this pulley to lift a load. For that you need a rope segment. The rope must pass over the pulley like this. At one end you have to attach the load, the other end you have to apply the effort. While you apply the effort in downward direction, load will be going upward. This is how single fixed pulley works. Now let us see what is its MA and VR. Okay. Since some load is hanging here, some tension will act on the rope segment in the opposite direction of the load. Load is the weight. Weight always act downward. In its opposite direction, there will be some tension acting on the rope segment. And since here we use only one rope segment, everywhere on the rope segment same tension will be there in same direction. All over the rope, same tension and in same direction it acts. Now, consider this pulley system in equilibrium condition or balanced condition. That means you are hanging some load here and at the other end you are applying some effort so that this load is neither going downward nor goes upward. That is called equilibrium or balanced position. Okay, so consider this pulley system in balanced position. That means this effort is equal to the tension. E is equal to T. Then L, load also is balanced by tension. L is equal to T. So what is its MA? MA is equal to L by E. That means T by T, that is equal to 1. Then what is its VR? VR formula is displacement of effort upon displacement of load. In this case, suppose you are applying the effort, I mean pulling this rope down by X unit of distance, then the distance moved by the load also will be same. That means displacement of effort and displacement of load are equal. That means velocity ratio is 1. Then we have considered this machine as an ideal machine. If you consider it as an ideal machine, its MA will be 1. In actual working condition, its MA will not be 1. It will be less than 1. This topic we discussed in the previous video. The difference between ideal machine and actual machine. So here we assume the machine as an ideal machine. That means the friction, weight of this rope segment are ignored. Then you will get MA equal to 1. Okay, in actual working condition, MA will be less than 1. Then VR is equal to 1, that is constant. This topic also we discussed. Okay, and efficiency if you calculate, it is MA upon VR. That means it is 100%. That means if you consider this machine as an ideal machine, its efficiency will be 100%. In real working condition, it will be less than 100%. Then this machine has MA equal to 1 means how much is the load, same effort is to be applied. I mean, if the load is 100 Newton, the effort needed is also 100 Newton. Then VR is equal to 1 means how much distance you apply the effort, same distance load goes up. So this machine cannot be called as a force multiplier or speed multiplier. Then what is the utility of this machine, or what is the use of this single fixed pulley? Earlier topic we discussed, a machine having MA and VR equal to 1 means it helps us to change the direction of effort. It helps us to change the direction of effort. Consider this load is 100 Newton for example, and equal effort you have to apply here. Suppose the same load 100 Newton you are lifting without a pulley. In that case also the force required is, or effort needed is 100 Newton. So what is the benefit of it? Without a pulley, if you want to lift, you have to give 100 Newton effort. With the pulley also same effort is to be applied. Then what is the use of this pulley? In this case, you can see effort is to be applied in upward direction. Here effort is to be applied in downward direction. Always applying the force in downward direction is easier, because in that case gravitational force will assist you. So this is the conclusion. A single fixed pulley has MA and VR equal to 1. Its utility is it helps us to change the direction of effort. Now another pulley system, single movable pulley system. Look at the diagram. You can see one pulley here and a rope segment. One end of the rope segment is tied on a rigid platform. The other end is kept free. And how to use it is, you have to attach the load to this pulley, and at the free end you have to apply the effort. When you apply the effort in upward direction, this load will be going upward. Then here let me mark the tension on the rope segment. This is the tension on the rope segment. Here also you assume the pulley system in equilibrium. That means in balanced position. Means you are applying some effort here so that this load is neither going down nor goes upward. That is balanced position. In balanced position, this E and T are equal in magnitude. Effort and tension are equal, and load is equal to, this load is held in position by two rope segments, each having tension T. So L is equal to T plus T, 2T. So MA is equal to L by E, that is 2T by T, that is 2. Since load is held in position by two rope segments having tension T each, at equilibrium L is equal to T plus T, 2T. So MA is equal to 2. It is calculated like this. Now what is its VR? Suppose you are applying the effort through a distance x, then the load will be going up by x by 2. Only half of it. If you pull this rope up by x units or x meter, the load will go up by half of it, x by 2. So what is its VR? The reason is this load is pulled up by two rope segments. So each rope segment will get shortened by x by 2. That is why load raises a distance x by 2. So VR is displacement of effort upon displacement of load. That is, displacement of effort is x upon displacement of load is x by 2, that is equal to 2. Then we assume it as a perfect machine. then efficiency percentage will be MA upon VR into 100. That means 100%. Now, what is the utility of this machine? Machines having MA and VR greater than 1, they are force multiplying machines. So use of this machine is, it is a force multiplying machine. Single movable pulley is a force multiplying machine. Its MA is equal to 2 means how much is the load you have to lift. For example, 100 Newton, the effort needed is only 50 Newton. That is the meaning of MA is equal to 2. How much is the load to be lifted? Its half is the effort required. MA is equal to 2 means how much is the load to be lifted? Its half is the effort needed. So 100 Newton load you can lift with the 50 Newton effort. So surely it is a force multiplying machine. But if you pull this rope up by 2 meter, load will go up by 1 meter only. So the utility of this machine is, it is a force multiplying machine. But here the difficulty is, effort is to be applied in upward direction. Then you can have some modification here. If you attach one fixed pulley, have a fixed pulley. Fixed means it is hanging from this rigid platform, and this free end of the rope you are passing over this pulley. Then you can apply the effort of same 50 Newton in downward direction. So here previous diagram only one pulley was there, and this pulley is called single movable pulley. The reason is that while this pulley system works, this load will be going up. Together with the load, this pulley also will be lifted up. This pulley will be rotating as well as going upward together with the load. That is why this pulley we call as a movable pulley. Its axis of rotation will be changing. As the load goes up, pulley also goes upward. Then just the modification what I made here is, in order to apply the effort in downward direction, you can attach one more fixed pulley here and pass the rope over that pulley so that effort can be applied in a downward direction. MA will be 2, VR will be 2, it will remain fixed. Only the use of this extra pulley, let me name them as A and B. Here A is the movable pulley, B is a fixed pulley, and the rod of this pulley is just to change the direction of effort. So single movable pulley system can work in two different ways. If you don't use this fixed pulley, effort is to be applied in upward direction. MA and VR will be same too. If you use a fixed pulley, extra pulley, effort can be applied in downward direction. So this is about single movable pulley. Remember, it is a force multiplying machine. Next, third one, block and tackle pulley system. The word block means a combination or group of pulleys mounted on a single frame. In diagram I will show it. On a single frame, number of pulleys can be fixed, that is called block. And a rope will pass over all these pulleys, that we call as tackle. Okay. So in this pulley system, you can use any number of pulleys. For example, suppose 4 pulleys you have to use in block and tackle system. Then that pulleys will be divided into 2 blocks. So in each block there will be 2 pulleys. And see how they are joined from a rigid platform. On a single frame, pulleys on a single frame. They can rotate around their own axis. Then similarly, two pulleys in another block. These diagrams are important. So total 4 pulleys in 2 blocks. This block we call as upper block and this is called lower block. Total 4 pulleys. N is equal to 4. The letter N here I have used for total number of pulleys. Then all the pulleys in this upper block are fixed pulleys. Two fixed pulleys in the upper block and two movable pulleys in the lower block. Okay, then you will see 3 hooks. One hook here, one here and one here. Then to this lower block you have to attach the load. Load is to be suspended here. Then how to pass the rope? You have to start the rope from this upper hook. Tie one end of the rope here. Then from here you have to wind the rope over every pulley alternatively. From upper hook we have come to the lower block. From lower block you have to go to upper block. Again lower block. Again upper block. In this way you have to wind the rope. You can see one thing, the rope passes over every pulley once. That is the correct way of passing the rope. Then at the free end you have to apply the effort in downward direction. This is the diagram. And on the, only a single rope segment is used. Single rope is used. That same rope passes over every pulley. Okay, here winding I did in clockwise manner. You may wind in anti-clockwise also. It is not wrong. For example, from here you start, then wind over this pulley, then upper, then lower, then upper. Only difference is this free end will come on this side. Both are correct diagrams. Okay, now since some load is hanging here, direction of the load is downward. Weight always act downward. Then this load is held in position by these rope segments. Okay, so tension will act on rope segments. Let me mark it. Here also tension will be there. Entire rope, there will be tension in the same direction. Okay, so mark the direction of the tension. Tension acts in the opposite direction of the load. In which direction load acts, weight acts, in its opposite direction there will be tension. Now, as you did earlier, assume this pulley system in equilibrium condition. Before that, let me say one thing. These diagrams are important and these arrow marks are very important. Without arrow mark, you want to score the mark. Direction of the load, once again I tell, wherever you have to put arrow marks. Direction of the load is to be marked downward. Direction of effort downward. Tension on all rope segments in the upward direction, and you have to write it as T, tension. So this is the complete diagram. Then how to use it? When you apply this effort, when you apply the effort in downward direction, you have to pull the rope downward, then you will see all the 4 pulleys rotating. These 2 pulleys will be rotating around a fixed axis. That's why we call them as fixed pulley. These 2 pulleys will be rotating, same time they will be going up, rotating and going up together with the load. So these 2 are movable pulleys. They move up together with the load. So this is what you see. Now let us derive an equation for its MA, VR and efficiency. Actually derivations are not included in your syllabus. You have to remember the number only. How much is MA, how much is VR, that's all. Still I will show you how the MA and VR are derived. Then consider the system in equilibrium. means in balanced position. That means you are applying an effort here so that this load is neither going down nor goes up. That is balanced position. In that balanced position, E and T are equal. That is why it is balanced. E is equal to T at balanced position. Then what is L is equal to? This load is held in position by these 4 rope segments. This load is held in position by 4 rope segments, each having tension T. So the load at equilibrium, this L is equal to T plus T plus T plus T. That means 4T. Did you notice there are 4 pulleys here? So there are 4 rope segments to support the load. Okay, so load is equal to 4T. So what is its MA? MA is equal to load upon effort. Load is 4T, effort is T. So its MA is equal to 4. Okay, what is its VR? Suppose you are pulling this rope down by a distance X. The load will go up by a distance X by 4 only. Because load is held in position by 4 rope segments. I mean, suppose you are pulling this rope down by 40 centimeter. Then each rope segment, I mean 1, 2, 3, 4. Each rope segment will get shortened by 10 centimeter. Means displacement of effort. How much is the displacement of effort? It's 1/4 only will be the displacement of load. The reason is there are 4 rope segments to support the load. So displacement of effort is X. Displacement of load is X by 4. So answer is 4. Then if you find out efficiency percentage, you will get it as 100 because we have assumed it as an ideal machine. Then in actual working condition, MA is equal to 4 means how much is the load to lift? It's 1/4 effort you have to apply. That is the meaning of MA is equal to 4. For example, suppose the load you have to lift is 400 Newton. How much effort you have to give? Only 100 Newton. With 100 Newton effort, you can lift 400 Newton load. Means its MA is equal to 4. Okay. And VR is 4, already told you the meaning of it. So what is the usefulness of this machine or utility of this machine? Machines having MA and VR greater than 1, they are used as force multiplying machines. Very important point to remember. Block and tackle pulley system is a force multiplying machine. With the less effort, you can lift heavy load. Okay. And here, along with the load, these movable pulleys are also getting lifted up. So, to have maximum mechanical advantage in actual working condition, you will get mechanical advantage less than 4 only because of friction as well as weight of these movable pulleys are also getting added with the load. So, to have maximum mechanical advantage, these movable pulleys must be of light weight. Then you can lift more useful load. Okay. Then, so the utility of this machine is it is used as a force multiplying machine. Here there were 4 pulleys used. So MA and VR are 4. VR is constant, is fixed. Whether the pulleys are of lightweight or heavyweight, VR is always 4. But MA depends on the weight of these movable pulleys. If they are heavy pulleys, less useful load only you can lift. Okay, then if there were 6 pulleys, you will get MA equal to 6, VR is equal to 6. If there were 8 pulleys, then how will you divide if there are 8 pulleys? 4 in the upper block, 4 in the lower block. In that way. So total 8 pulleys will be there, MA and VR are 8. So in this type of pulley system, how many pulleys are there? That many rope segments will be pulling the load up. and that same number will be MA and VR. So here total number of pulleys were 4, or an even number we have taken. Now let us see the diagram. If the total number of pulleys is an odd number, how the diagram will be? Let me take the total number of pulleys n as 5, an odd number. Then how the diagram will be? In odd number, we can't divide it into 2 equal parts. For example, 5, you can divide in 3 and 2. 4 pulleys, we can divide 2 equally. But odd number we can't divide so. So you can divide 3 in one block, one extra pulley will be there. That means 3 and 2. In one block, 3 pulleys. In another block, 2 pulleys. Usually the block which is having extra pulley or more pulley, it will be used as the upper block. That will be used as a fixed pulley. So we will divide 3 pulleys in the upper block and 2 in the lower block. Lower block pulleys are movable, upper block pulleys are fixed. See the diagram. Three pulleys, they are fixed pulleys. Okay, and hook here. Then lower block, 2 movable pulleys will be there. Hooks as usual. So total 5 pulleys. 3 in the upper block, 2 in the lower block. Now you have to pass the rope, a long rope segment. As you did here, you have to wind over, and remember the rope must pass over every pulley only once. So how to pass the rope? Look at this diagram. In even number of pulleys, you have started the rope from this upper hook, but in odd number you have to start from the lower hook. Rope, one end of the rope you have to tie here. See the difference? In even number you are starting the rope from here. In odd number you have to start from here. If you are starting from this lower block, first you must go to the upper block, then alternatively. Here comes the free end of the rope. There you have to apply the effort. Here you have to attach the load. Load always act downward. Then tension on the rope segment you can mark. Here also tension will be there. So look at it, confirm that there are 5 pulleys and there are 5 rope segments to hold the load, support the load. Okay, so this is the complete diagram. Now let us calculate its MA and VR. At equilibrium, E and T are equal. Then L is equal to, this load is held in equilibrium by 5 rope segments, each having tension T each. So L is equal to 5T. So MA is equal to L by E, 5T by T, that is 5 VR. In this case, if you pull the rope down by a distance x, load will go up by x by 5. If displacement of effort is x, displacement of load will be x by 5. So VR is displacement of effort upon displacement of load, that is 5. So MA is 5, VR is also 5. If you find out the efficiency percentage, it will be 100%. So this is the way to calculate MA and VR of block and tackle pulley system. Then remember, in block and tackle pulley system, how many pulleys are there? That same number will be its MA and VR. Here 5 pulleys are there, MA is 5, VR is 5. Actually these derivations are not included in your syllabus, but diagram is very important. In diagram, again I remind you that direction of the load, you must mark downward, effort downward, and tension in the upward direction. Okay, and utility of this block and tackle pulley system is, it is a force multiplying machines. Okay, more and more number of pulleys if you use, MA and VR will increase. This type of pulley systems are used in construction areas where heavy weights are to be lifted by a single man. Okay, if there are 20 pulleys, 10 in the upper block, 10 in the lower block, total 20 means MA and VR, MA will be 20. So how much effort you give, it's 20 times load you will be able to lift with. So it is a force multiplying machine. We have seen that in this pulley system there are 4 pulleys and its MA and VR are 4. That is in ideal working condition. Okay, but you know, along with the load, these 2 pulleys are also lifted up. So what will be its actual mechanical advantage? Okay, so consider weight of these pulleys is equal to W. Weight of these 2 pulleys W, and the load what you have to lift is L. So the total load lifted will be L plus W. That in equilibrium condition, L plus W means total load lifted is equal to 40. If there are n pulleys, general case we will take, it will be equal to NT, where n is the total number of pulleys. In this case, L plus W is equal to 40. If n pulleys are there, L plus W is equal to n into T. And you know T and E are equal. At equilibrium, E and T are equal. So it can be written as n into E. L plus W, load lifted plus weight of these pulleys is equal to n into E. Then L is equal to NE minus W. Okay, then to find out MA, divide L with E. Then you will get, divide here also with E, then you will get N minus W by E. This L by E, that is known as MA. MA is equal to N minus WE. Where N is the total number of pulleys, W means weight of these movable pulleys, E means effort. So, in ideal working condition, we assume this weight of the movable pulleys as 0. Means W we will assume as 0. That means MA will be equal to number of pulleys. But in real working condition, its MA will be slightly less than N, total number of pulleys, and the formula is N minus W by E. Okay. So remember, in ideal working condition MA will be N, but in actual working condition MA will be N minus W by E. But what about VR? It is always equal to N, number of pulleys. Okay, it is fixed. Then what will be efficiency in actual working condition? Ideal working condition efficiency will be 100%. Efficiency is equal to MA upon VR. MA is N minus W by E upon VR is N. So answer is 1 minus W by NE. This is the formula for actual efficiency. Okay, ideal condition efficiency will be 1 or 100%. Actual working condition efficiency will be 1 minus W by NE. All these derivations are not required in your syllabus. Those who can understand, okay, well and good. Otherwise, you just remember the theory behind it.